And the community in Martha's Vineyard, as Emily has been saying, leapt into action when they learned of the migrants' arrival. Massachusetts State Representative Dylan Fernandez, a Democrat who represents Martha's Vineyard, tweeted yesterday, quote, "These immigrants were not met with chaos. They were met with compassion. We are a community and a nation that is stronger because of immigrants. The community coming together with water, food, interpretation, help, and resources to support these families represent the best of America." Representative Dylan Fernandez joins me now. So thanks for being with us. I just asked Emily about what's going to happen to them at Joint Base Cape Cod. I know they're getting more resources. There's some rooms, so there's some privacy for some of the families, food, et cetera. But how are they going to get settled now from there?
Sure. Well, this is an island community that rallied to support these families. And, we quickly put together a shelter at St. Andrews for everyone who came over, women, children, families. But this is a limited space. This is a space that just acted as the winter homeless shelter on island. I'd never seen this many people. There are only 2 bathrooms in the entire facility. And so while locally on the ground we sprang into action, the community came together to support them. We needed a longer term solution here, and that's where Cape Cod comes in. And this is up to the migrants if they want to go. This is totally their option to go if they choose to. And then on the location on Cape Cod, there's going to be wraparound services provided to them. That's open access for their immigration attorneys. There's going to be laptops set up to continue those meetings with immigration attorneys. Of course, we have vendors for food, shelter. Everyone's going to have much more adequate bedding. There's going to be a larger space for families, a different even floor for families to be settled on, and wraparound healthcare services, mental health, crisis management, along with we've contracted in for people to come in to do case management to help people with longer term solutions around housing and around educational services for children. This is what compassionate government looks like. This is what good, smart, well-run government looks like. And I couldn't be prouder of my island community, the people I represent, and our state, the state of Massachusetts.
I think we have a military helicopter flying over us right now as part of the security preparations for what's happening in London over this weekend and on Monday with the funeral. So bear with us. It's passing at the moment. Yep, it's right there. When it comes to the political statement that was made by Ron DeSantis and has been made by other Republican governors, busing in or flying in the migrants, how do you think they're going to respond or react to images of the migrants being hugged and, kissed and waved goodbye to? It seemed like they got a really warm welcome.
Yeah, well, look, DeSantis is using people as political pawns and spending his time not helping the people of Florida with their many needs that they have down there, but instead spending his days, weeks, months hatching a secretive political plot to use migrants as pawns. And these are people. Like, we need to be focused and grounded in the fact that these are women, children, and families, and you have a governor of one of the largest states in the United States using them as political pawns for a political stunt just so he can jump on Tucker Carlson and beat his chest about how tough he is on immigration. There is nothing tough about using women and children and families as your political tools. Ron DeSantis is a coward. What is tough, what is strength, is this community, this island community, this state of Massachusetts coming together to show overwhelming support for people in need, for vulnerable people. The response here in my district, in my state, represents the best of what America has to offer.
And what were the stories that the migrants told you about what they were running from, why they crossed the border into this country?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, the stories ranged, and a lot of them are really heart-wrenching. Some people were traveling for several months just to get to the border. Some people were fleeing from gang violence and the like that was plaguing their home country and their families. And they need refuge. And a lot of these people, were lied to when they were told to get onto the plane, and were told that they were being sent to get immigration help, go to their immigration appointments. Some were told they were going to different cities across the United States. And so they showed up here with a lot of confusion. And so these are people that have been through a lot, and we are going to do everything we can to support them and help them through the next steps in their journey.